There is nothing that you can't do. If you have faith and you believe, anything.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I'm a Virgin Girl Hair Company specialist. I am here with Shiva. He is also from Virgin Girl Hair Company, from the manufacturing company. Absolutely, right?
Yes.
All right. We are here today, and we want to talk about the differences between Indian, Cambodian, Brazilian. Is there a difference between those types of hairs?
No, absolutely there is no difference, and it's mainly the Indian hair which is in the market with different names and different brands. So pretty much it's all Indian hair.
It's all Indian hair, so
Yes.
Basically the curl pattern is what they're naming.
Yeah, the
Brazilian.
textures, like, different colors and different, they come up with different names every time to market the products. But that there is no real fact for that. It's only the Indian hair which can be really proved, or there is a guarantee of authenticity of the human hair.
Okay. So how would you explain the hair being sold on the web? Is there a difference between how the Indians sew it between the Chinese?
No, pretty much it's the same technique what they use to sew the hair. They use the same machines, different brands, but it's pretty much the same standard machines what they use to make the machine weft.
So is it all sold in the same direction or no?
Yes, yes. There are some in the weft, like different wefts, like for example, the machine weft and the hand-tied weft. But when we say machine weft, it's just the machine weft.
Okay, no problem. How many ounces are the bundles?
It depends on the manufacturer and depending on the customer's requirement. Like our standard bundles, what we manufacture is all 3.5 ounces each.
3.5 ounces?
Yes.
Okay, are they full from weft to end? Is it like any breaks in marcation in the hair?
No, it is made in a natural way where, it'll be giving a natural look to each weft. Okay. So it will not be full from the head to the tail.
Exactly, because natural hair does get thinner at the bottom.
Right.
No problem. Right. Does it smell?
No, we wash and condition it, absolutely. It will give a real hair smell, nothing else.
So it doesn't need to be co-washed?
No, definitely.
No
it's ready to be used.
Okay, what types of products would you use on the hair? Or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter because it's human hair, 100% human hair. So any shampoo which you like to use is good with that.
Okay. How would you explain the process as far as our standard straight and the standard natural wave and the standard body wave and the pure body wave? Like, how do you get the waves and the curls and that? And this is supposed to be unprocessed hair.
Sure. That's a very, very good question. See, when we talk about the pure hair, it does come with the natural textures, which is pretty much the natural wavy, because that's what most Indian women have, and for the fact, like, most women all over the world, like, have the natural wave, majority of them. And to some extent, like, maybe about 10% of the hair is natural curly, and less than 2% is natural straight. It's hard to see a woman having a natural straight hair. Okay. So, in terms of processing the pure hair, the temple hair, there is not really much involved in that. Like, when we get the raw hair from temples, it is, we make sure, like, it is segregated, like, depending on the texture. So pretty much 80% of all the material what we get, like, is going to be wavy. And then like 10-15% is going to be curly, and like the rest will be the natural straight. Okay. So after we segregate the material depending on the texture, the natural texture, we go through separate it based on the length, and then of course it's going to go for several rounds of washing, and we pick out the gray hair, or like the hair which is not healthy, with where we see the split ends and stuff, like, so we need to make sure we take off everything.
So it's really a rigorous process that you really go through.
Yes,
to have the very best hair.
That is a very, very, very important step that has to be done before it goes for production. So before we start making the weft and things like that. So we need to separate based on the length, like I said, based on the texture, because each and every bundle is unique. Like, you know, even though we say natural wavy, a bundle of natural wavy could be a little different than the next one. So each and every head is different, like
Exactly.
you can see. So that's pretty much about the segregation of raw material for the pure hair. When we talk about the standard hair, you know, like I said, it's collected from various sources, like from salons and, like, you know, from the brushes, from the households.
Or people donating.
Like, exactly.
Okay.
So that hair has to go through more of the chemical processing, you know, which we can talk more in detail. But to keep it simple, it all going to be the natural wavy, you know, because it's all mixed up.
Right.
So that's why it's going to be all coming under a common category, just one category. And from there onwards, it's actually, well, we process the textures. So people call different textures like body wave, deep wave, Jackson wave, yaki, you know, kinky curl, Brazilian curl. So there's like hundreds of different textures that we can process with that. But we prefer to keep the pure hair in a natural state, like, you know. So basically, if someone wants to process the pure hair, you know, it is something, it's up to them, but like we encourage them to keep it in the natural state.
Okay. That's understandable, because that would be like going backwards a little bit.
Yes. And we don't really recommend processing the hair, because the processing is, of course, it's a steam process, and we can make the textures, but you know, the natural hair, the human hair is not going to hold the texture when you wash or comb it, like, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, it doesn't make any sense in really talking about the textures, like the different textures. It's all artificial, it's all man-made, like, so it's not natural. So we don't really recommend that in a big way.
Virgin Girl Hair Specialist, 20963 Kelly Road, East Point, Michigan.
And also check out our new wholesale location in downtown Los Angeles at California Market
There is
Center.
nothing that you can't do. If you have faith and you believe, anything is possible. I have enough faith to move mountains.